What's going on, Genius Nation? Welcome to a magnificent Monday morning, wherever you are in the world. I hope your Monday is off to an amazing start. As always, I'm super excited that you are here with me on today. Here in America, we are celebrating the life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. And it's not just celebrating Martin Luther King Jr., but celebrating what he stood for, what he fought for, and what he represented. And so when I think personally about Martin Luther King, and I think about the civil rights movement here in America, what the civil rights movement meant, and what it means today in 2024. Martin Luther King was killed in 1968. In 1968. That's 56 years ago. That's not a long time. 56 years ago. So here in America, 56 years ago, Martin Luther King was fighting for equality for not just African Americans, but all individuals that were being mistreated. And I want that to sink in. Just 56 years ago. In a couple of days, I'll be 48. So that means just 8 years before I was born, right? Or 12 years, maybe, before I was born, he was fighting for equality. He was fighting for an individual that looked like me to be able to go to any restaurant that I wanted to go to be able to go to any school that I wanted to go to pursue any career that I wanted to pursue. Just 56 years ago. I want that to really sink in. And I want it to sink in from this perspective. What are you going to do with the opportunity that is before you today? I have the privilege to wake up every single morning and do something that I chose to do. That's an amazing opportunity and an amazing privilege that literally I have the opportunity to do what I do. And the same opportunity is available to you as well. And so the question is, what are you going to do with the opportunity? Whenever you have opportunity, it means you're not stuck. Wherever you are right now, if you want to make your life better, you have that opportunity. There was a time here in America for an individual that looked like me. You didn't have that choice. You didn't have that opportunity. But now in 2024, because of individuals like Martin Luther King and so many others, I want us to think about what we're doing with the opportunity that they provided. You know, when I think about that, someone lost their life, and not just Martin Luther King, many people lost their life for me to have this opportunity. What a disservice it would be to them, to their life, to their fight, if I didn't take advantage of every opportunity that is before me. Do we still have some challenges here in America? Yes, we still have some challenges here in America. But I believe the opportunities far outweigh the challenges. I honestly believe that. I believe that the opportunities far outweigh the challenges. And so every morning, I know for me personally, not just on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday or when we celebrate his birthday, but every single day I wake up with that in mind. That not only Martin Luther King, but my grandmother, my grandfather, my great-grandmother, my great-grandfather, they all fought and they all dreamed about having an opportunity like the one we have. And so my challenge for you is to challenge yourself and ask yourself, am I living up to the opportunity that is before me? Am I living up to the opportunity that is before me? That's my question for you. That's my challenge for you. Are you living up? When you think about the fight, when you think about the sacrifice that was made for you to be living in 2024, are you living up to that opportunity? That's my challenge. And this is why I wake up every single morning to inspire, encourage, influence, and persuade that there's so much more that we can be doing. There's so much more that you could become simply because of the opportunity. You know, there's this great book by Simon Sinek that he wrote, and it's called Start With Your Why. And it's a great book. And but I tell people my why is simply because it's possible. That's my why. Simply because it's possible. You can become more, you can do more, you can achieve more. It's possible. That's the biggest motivation that I have in my life. That is simply possible. When I talk about becoming the first billionaire from Compton, I say that because it's possible. Like, it's literally possible for me to become a billionaire. My grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-great-grandfather, they couldn't have dreamed of this. They couldn't even imagine this. They couldn't even allow that to be a thought. And so that's the motivation that I wake up with every single day, simply because it's possible. That's what motivates me. There was a time where it was illegal for an individual like me that looked like me in America. It was illegal for me to read. That's why I read every morning. It was illegal for an individual that looked like me to write, to learn how to write. That's why I journal every morning, because it was illegal. It was a time where it was illegal. And so that's the only motivation that I need, is that it's possible. Like, when I think about, once again, 56 years ago, that's not a long time ago. That's within my lifetime. That things that are available to me, opportunities that are available to me today, 2024, January 15th, 2024, was not available less than 60 years ago. That's the only motivation that I need. I think about what would my great grandfather have done if he had this opportunity? What would my grandfather have done if he had this opportunity? What would my father have done if he had this opportunity? And so I'm going after everything that they wanted to achieve, everything that they couldn't achieve, every opportunity that they should have had, I'm going for it. And so that's my challenge for you, to live up to the opportunity that's available to you. So on this Monday, if you're in the United States and you have this day off, please use some of that time to reflect. For those of you that are outside the United States, the same applies for you. Because if you're able to watch me, then that means you're in a place of opportunity. So ask yourself, am I living up to that opportunity? Am I focused on the opportunity, or am I focused on the obstacles? Am I focused on what I can do? Am I focused on what I have, or am I focusing on what I don't have? Because I believe what you do have is enough. It's enough to get started. It's enough to get started. You have enough to start. So start. So go out there and have an amazing day today. Do something amazing. Do something that you enjoy, something that puts a smile on your face. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow for the Daily Genius. All right, guys, go out there and have a magnificent day.